Hi, everyone. Welcome to the second installment of Superstars of Pride. Before I get started, I just want to remind you to pick up your craft kit at the North Syracuse Library. You can just do that in one easy pickup. All the crafts are together in one bag. So today's superstar is the one, the only Rupaul. And this book was written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Vergara and illustrated by Wednesday Holmes. When little Rue was about to be born, a fortune teller told his mom that her son would one day be famous. Growing up in San Diego with his mother and three sisters, it was only a matter of time before he figured out how. So there's his mommy and sisters. And there's Rue. One day, his sister Renetta laid out a blanket in the backyard, took out some cookies from a paper bag, and asked him to enjoy the most fabulous picnic. Rue realized that we all can create magic if we try. Oh, yeah. And I love little Rue's hat, don't you? Playing dress up was Rue's favorite game, and that is where he channeled his magic. But back in real life, he felt like a bit of an outsider. There were rules about how boys and girls should look. He didn't seem to fit in. Also, they're laughing at Rue because Rue likes to dress different, and that's okay to want to dress different, but it's not okay to laugh at someone because you can hurt their feelings. And I think Rue looks great. No one should laugh at him. It was not school, but his mom who taught him his most important lesson. Do what feels right to you and love yourself for who you are. Rue promised he would never stop doing all the things that made him happy. Oh, I like Rue's mom. It sounds like he has a nice mommy. Rue was kicked out of high school and moved to Atlanta to study performing arts. Playing with his first punk band, he mixed a prom dress with army boots on stage. Everyone wondered if he was a boy or a girl. So there's Rue with their pop punk rock band, and I think Rue looks great. Whoops, having trouble changing the page. There we go. He was 21 when he moved to New York with his friend, Lady Bunny. Wearing a wig and a pair of heels, they showed up at every single party. They were the most fabulous drag queens in the Lower East Side. So there's Rue, and there's their friend, Lady Bunny. I like that name. But drag was not only about having fun and dressing up. For Rue, it was a way to express himself as an artist. He mixed a spoonful of everything he loved and admired and put his heart into becoming the woman of his dreams. So there's Rue imagining. And look at all those wigs. On and off stage, Rue had found his true groove. She felt as comfortable in high heels as he did wearing his favorite pair of slippers. It was time to share his joy and meet someone special, his husband, George. So see? It's good to be comfortable too, huh? Dressed as a supermodel on the catwalk, Rue released a song that was an instant success all around the world. Soon, he was asked to be the first drag queen ever to star in a makeup advert. And he nailed it. Yay! And I love the color of this dress. So pretty. Rue had his own TV and radio show, and he shared the stage with some of the most amazing artists of all time. He even lip-synced next to his most beloved artist, Diana Ross, celebrating self-love and diversity. Oh, that is exciting. He got to perform with Diana Ross. All of his dreams had come true, so Rue decided to help others achieve theirs by finding America's next drag superstar. Anyone who had the courage to break free and follow their heart was welcome to the family. Rue's show became an inspiration for thousands of lonely kids who felt that they had finally found their people. And what's more important, a fabulous way to celebrate who they were and what they liked. Yeah, that's right. By sharing with the world the beauty of drag, Little Rue gave us valuable tips to make the most out of life. Don't ever think we are born just to fit in a box. We are born to stand out. And then just a little more information about RuPaul. RuPaul Charles was born in San Diego, California in 1960. His mother named him after rolls, a key ingredient in delicious Cajun cuisine. When he was still young, his parents divorced, and little RuPaul grew up with his mother and 3 sisters. He was a born performer, dressing in their clothes and accessories to imitate the women he idolized, like Diana Ross and Jane Fonda. Rue found school difficult. He was expelled from one and dropped out from another. Determined to find a community he loved and that would love him back, Rue discovered an emerging culture called drag. Drag was everything he had ever dreamed of: dazzling outfits, exciting performances, and whip-smart queens with fiery personalities. The drag queens who became his friends had had tough childhoods, just like him. And RuPaul finally felt understood. Soon, drag took him to New York City, where the festival Wigstock was just taking off. RuPaul danced, acted, and lip-synced his way to success. He performed in clubs, films, and music videos, and released his first hit single, Supermodel, introducing the world to the magic of drag. By the end of the 1980s, he was known as the Queen of New York. With a host of albums, films, and TV shows under his belt, he started the extravaganza that made him a household name, RuPaul's Drag Race. The TV competition gave fellow queens a chance at stardom and become a worldwide success. Today, he remains an LGBTQ plus icon and a champion of drag culture, who shows the world that while it's one thing to look fabulous, true fierceness comes from within. And so you can see picture Rue as a child. Okay, so for the craft today, we are going to make some of our own fashion with duct tape. So in your bag, you each are going to have 1 roll of duct tape, and you're also going to need a pair of scissors and a ruler or a measuring tape. I kind of figured most people have that at home, so I didn't include it. I'm going to show you bracelets, but there's lots of things you can make with duct tape. We do have books at the library. You can also go to the official duct tape site, and that has a lot of great ideas. For some duct tape designs, you might need other materials, but whether you borrow a book from the library or you look at that website, it will let you know what you need. So, like I said, the one I'm doing today, you just need your duct tape, a tape measure, a ruler, and a pair of scissors. So these are going to be braided bracelets, and so I only included 1 thing of duct tape, but you can always go to the dollar store or somewhere and get another one if you want to have 2 colors, because they're going to intertwine. So you're going to start, and you want to be very careful when you unpeel it because it sticks so fast. So you're going to want to start with about 16 inches. So see, my tape measure is this cute little turtle. You don't even know it's a tape measure. Isn't that cool? So I'm gonna get about 16. So as I was saying, you want to be very careful with the duct tape because it can stick very fast. And you know, if you mess up and you like say you flip it over, you can just start again. It's okay. And it can be very hard to pull out sometimes, especially when you need a lot. And one of the last things you're gonna do is you're gonna measure it to your wrist because we all have different size wrists. Mine are pretty tiny. Oops, this is only at 15. Ah. Okay. So I'm just gonna. Let's see. So a little too big, so I fold it back. Here's where the 16 is. And a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. So then you're gonna, when you find where the 16 is, and it's okay if it's a little bit more or a little bit less, we're gonna cut off any extra. So then you're gonna take it and you're gonna fold it so it meets in the middle. So let me show you what I mean. And this is the part where you're gonna have to be careful because, like I said, it sticks really fast. So I'm gonna put my turtle over here. Actually, I still need him for another piece. So I hear my cat upstairs. It sounds like he's getting into some mischief. Okay, so see how I'm doing it? I'm just folding it over a little bit. He just ran in front of me. I don't know if you saw his tail or not. Did get him some new catnip. And don't worry if it's not perfect. Okay, so there. Then you're gonna fold the other side so it meets in the middle. And this is one that I actually found on Pinterest. I had done it before and I really like it. I'm actually trying to do it from memory now, so we'll see if I have to look it up for a second, if I can't remember something or not. So there's one piece. And then I'm gonna do another piece because we're gonna twirl them. I'll show you what I mean when I get to that part. Okay, so then I just got, okay, so that's not good. Whoops, I ripped it a little. So that might happen to you too. So that was a mess up. So I just see what happened this piece when I want it ripped. So. And again, another 16-inch piece. And a little bit longer. Okay, that looks good enough. And then you're gonna do the same thing where you fold it into the middle. There are so many fun things you can do with duct tape too. There are also different kinds of bracelets. So once you use all the duct tape, there's just like a thing of cardboard and you can keep that, cut it in half and use that to make a bracelet. And I like all the fun designs for duct tape too. Okay, so I got that one all set. And then we need one more, so I'm going to do another pink. Okay. Let's see. 16. Oh, a little bit more. I just looked up and my cat's staring at me from the stairs. Does anyone else have a pet that just stares at them? I think he knows I'm talking about him. Pets are so silly, aren't they? Okay. So then again, once again, you're going to do the same thing where you fold it over. Okay, got one side done. And like I said, if you mess up, that's okay. Just try again. Or maybe you can make your own, do your own thing too. There are lots of different ways you can play with duct tape. Okay, so you should have 3. So then you don't need this anymore. Okay, so then you're just gonna kind of crisscross them. Oh, but first you might want to cut off the ends actually. So like if the ends are a little, just a little bit off the end, not that much. You don't want any sticky to be showing, and sometimes that happens at the end. Okay, that's better. And then just so to make it easier when you're crisscrossing, you can put a little duct tape on here. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just gonna stick some duct tape up here just so it holds it together to make it easier when I'm crisscrossing it. Okay. And then I'm gonna do, oops. Make sure these are all the same length. Oh, this one's a little long. Okay. And I want to get it together a little bit better. Okay. And so I got 1, 2. 1. Okay. Aha, so that. And then, oh, I should have cut the duct tape ahead of time. So now I have to hold it together while I cut the duct tape to get this end so it sticks. You're gonna do the same thing now because you want it to stay closed. And I think mine might have been a little too big. So then you're going to want to measure your wrist because you don't want it to be too big. But you don't want it to be too small either. I should take off my watch. And you can always cut off more as needed. You could also get like Velcro at a craft store. They're sticky Velcro, and that's an easy way to run away. Oops, so this one came loose, so I need a little more duct tape. You always find when you're making a duct tape craft that you always need a little bit more to hold everything together. See, this one came loose. That's what makes it so fun. I love creating with duct tape. So here's my clunky bracelet. And if you want to make it smaller, you can like fold it over and twirl it, but I don't feel like doing that. So this is a part where you might need some help because as you can see. So then once you just find that comfortable spot where you can easily put it on and then take it off is where you're gonna wanna do the duct tape. So for me, or like I said, if you get the sticky Velcro, which that's kind of pricey to get a whole bunch of, so I didn't get that, but. So what I would do is do a little flip here. So I can easily get it on. And you can always come to the library and ask me personally if you're having trouble. I know duct tape can be very tricky, and I am definitely happy to help out. I have done lots of duct tape programs. You might have come to some already, well, back before COVID. And so I kind of consider myself sort of expert. There, and I have my duct tape bracelet that I can easily take on and off. So again, just a reminder that you pick up your crafts at the North Syracuse location. It has the crafts for all 4 weeks. And the last week is where we're having a Zoom party. So don't forget for that one, since it's live, you'll need to sign up so you get that link. So I hope you're enjoying this series. And next week, we're going to read about Sharice Davids.